Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. Okay, so we've got our first colony and a couple of other bits going on. We're about a quarter of the way through our game now. So if we assume the same pace, we're looking at maybe
System survey complete.
24 episodes for this game. See how we go with that. Not that it matters because I'm quite enjoying this game. Okay. An ancient Voltum observatory has been found on the surface of Potap 4. The Potap system is fairly distant from the region of space where the Voltum originated, and this facility appears to have been primarily used for observation of their own stars. We have gone over the observatory's surviving data, but there are no clues as to exactly what the Voltum was searching for in their observations.
Situation log updated.
So let's have a look, because that is a new artifact. We want to go to map. You're there. Before you head anywhere, please research that. We want to know more about it.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Okay, let's look at our research. What have we got? Habitability, that's good. Anything genetics? No, we can increase. See what we got. Do you want to clear some tar blockers? Nah. Fleet command. Fleet academy. Starbase capacity. It's not really a lot there. For us to go for, to be honest. Let's go with the starbase capacity because we're gonna need them. Oh, and you've seen we've already got one over here. Probably have one down here when we colonise this.
Evading hostile fleet.
Okay, we've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Markaz system. These strange objects have been flagged as fiends until we can learn more about them.
Anomaly found.
Okay, on the surface of J3L1ST sits what appears to be a large machine of unknown origin and purpose. Research that. Meanwhile, where are these hostiles? They're over here. In the Markaz system. Okay. Get back to surveying, please. Thank you.
Research complete.
Okay, what's this research? This research is, yep, district housing. Should we upgrade to a star hold, afterburners, metal, fusion missiles or plasma thrusters? We haven't got that one. An advanced form of electric propulsion, plasma thrusters afford ships greater sublight speeds and manoeuvrability. You know what? Let's go with some afterburners. Or we can upgrade the armour. Let's upgrade the armour of our ship, shall we? That's a good one. Yeah. Upgrade our material science.
System survey complete.
Not particularly interested in starholds just yet. No reason why we couldn't, of course, but...
Special project complete.
The archaeological dig on Potap 4 has uncovered a small mural in one of the observatory's dust-covered smaller chambers. It seems to depict several different constellations, possibly as they would appear if viewed from the Vultum homeworld. Our astronomers have not been able to identify the individual stars. Thank you, back you go. And here's the substance abuser, lifespan minus 20 years. Okay, since our initial settlement of Fear Prime, several anomalies in the moon's biosphere has been discovered. The ecosystem is unstable and has not developed according to projected models for a world of this type. Our scientists suspect outside tampering, and these suspicions have now been confirmed. Few of our colonists have stumbled upon a large underground terraforming complex that was built thousands of years ago. The equipment was apparently deactivated in the middle of the terraforming process, leaving the moon's biosphere in its current unfinished state. If we supply enough power, we should be able to reactivate the machinery. There is no telling what the end result will be like, however. Who could have built this? Got abandoned terraforming. We can either abandon it and dismantle the equipment, or we can resume the process and see what it was. Fahir Prime was partially terraformed thousands of years ago by an unknown agency. The terraforming equipment can still be found on the moon. Our scientists are looking for a way to resume the process. So we'll do that, because we'll research that pretty much after we're done. Okay. Further scans suggest the machine is still operational, though its purpose remains entirely unclear. Science officer Chloe DeVoe has never seen anything like it. Some of its materials look familiar, but most are strange and utterly alien as the design of its components. The machine is what appears to be a console, with one item in particular standing out: a large, crooked lever of unknown material. Okay, pull the lever or disassemble it and take it for parts. Well, let's pull the lever. Ooh! As our scientists pulled the lever, the machine emitted a huge blast of energy that multiplied in shockwaves, twisting and ripping through the void, tearing open a wormhole in Procyon. After the residuous energy diffused, the wormhole and the immediate area around it settled and now appeared to be stable enough for safe passage. As for what awaits us on the other side, of our scientists are not so sure. The machine itself has since returned to its active state and no longer gives off any anomalous readings. How strange. Now take it apart, or interesting? Research the machine. In Procyon, we have detected what appears to be a natural occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Procyon system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that, our scientists speculate, may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in a galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. If it could be somehow stabilised. So we've now got a wormhole in Procyon. Do you want to see what a wormhole looks like? There you go, that's it there. The Procyon wormhole. So we now have a stable wormhole in our stable wormhole in our system. Don't know where it goes though, because we can't go through it.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Okay. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization in the vicinity of this gas giant. Research it. And the other one. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Research it. So hopefully they will lead to the last few precursor things we need. Because we've completed 3 of them. We've got 3 or more of them appear to be doing. Yeah. Have a look at our colony, how things are going. Okay, so we've got 2 workers working as a farmer. 2 free technicians jobs. And 1 unemployed robot. But that's okay.
System survey complete.
This barren and lifeless world is showing signs of once having supported a biosphere. Cute. Remnants of a small Voltum helium-free mining base have been found at the bottom of a large crater on Protap 3. The blast that created the crater seems to have originated from inside the facility itself. Unless Voltum mining techniques were radically different from our own, an equipment failure or accident cannot account for such a massive explosion. Okay. Let's have a look at this mining base. Go to you. Research it, please. Thank you. Okay, a detailed survey of Mustica 4 has revealed that it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests that the water may once have flowed freely. Terraforming this planet could theoretically be possible, but we do not yet possess technology to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame.
Research complete.
Okay. What do we got? Any engineering? No. Plasteel. Plasteel is an elastic material that combines many of the qualities of plastics and metal. It is relatively cheap to produce and can be used to augment shipped armour. Okay. You know what? Let's upgrade some flat cannons. Could get some destroyers. No, let's get some flat cannons for now. We don't need. And we're going to update you. Let's have a look at our ship now. There we go. It's looking cool. And now we're going to look at it. There we go. Let's just upgrading the shields. There we go. We've got swarm tactic computer. Yeah. Okay, Fahir Prime. Got new population, which means we've got a new building. We want to grow more people. So the first thing we want is a gene clinic. Thank you.
Special project complete.
Okay, traditions. Starbase input reduced, or new colonies start with an additional population. That would have been useful for build before. So we're going to go with you. See our research. Remote harvesting, okay. Hyperline breach points. Disruptors. Disruptors fire high energy bolts that weaken and destroy the molecular bonds that hold the target's constituent atoms together. They are kept passing through shields and armor to wreak havoc directly on the enemy hull and crew. But I think we're going to finally go with the gravitic sensors. Simply because. Okay. Crystalline entities. The reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they might be alive. A fascinating prospect to be sure, but they should be approached with caution. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these entities. Okay, so let's do fascinating creatures. We want to study them.
Situation log updated. Ships upgraded.
Okay. Sensors pick up unexpected activity from an isolated point on Flump 7's frozen surface. Voltrum Asteroid Mining Base. 49F893 is covered in impact craters from asteroid collisions, but one stands out. It appears to have been created through the detonation of some kind of antimatter device. There is evidence elsewhere on the asteroid's surface indicating that it was heavily mined by the Voltrum at some point roughly 12 million years ago. The large crater we found was presumably the location of their mining outpost.
Situation log updated.
Thank you, let's have a look at that one then. Okay, let's have a look at these new ships. They're quite advanced. Quite advanced frigates by the looks of it. Antimatter missiles, X-ray lasers, point barrier defense. Yeah, but can they be merged with our fleet? Well, they look like... It looks like the frigate can be combined with the first fleet. So that's what we're going to do. You can have some of that. Okay. The readings originate from a small research outpost which the United Nations of Earth has no records of establishing or indeed authorising on the surface of Flumph 7. It is staffed by one human scientist, a fairly talented and industrious one. With their research on Flumph 7 is anything to go by. There is one problem with regards to their identity, however. They have been unable to match them against official state records, and they refuse to identify themselves save for stating they are in exile. They have expressed an interest to returning to Earth and serving the United Nations of Earth directly on the condition that the UNS Darwin immediately depart Flumph and no human ships ever return there. Okay, the question, search every nook and cranny, or we can have a new leader. The President welcomes the exile back into the fold. There you go, new leader.
Special project complete.
Miraculously, we managed to salvage parts of a Voltum data core that had been blown clear of the crater on Protap 3. Most of the data was corrupt, but our scientists did manage to properly translate the Korga, the basic Voltum time units. Back to surveying and off you go. Okay, I forgot to look at these other edicts. What were they? New campaigns. Okay, educational campaign. Leader experience, recycling, consumer goods upkeep reduced. There we go.
Anomaly found.
I completely forgot about them. Should have been using them for a while. Sensors are reporting a number of possible points of interest within the dense debris field surrounding W112009. Off you go.
Anomaly found.
A large impact crater has been discovered that does not seem to be a natural occurrence. Okay. Research.
Special project complete.
Closer examination of the destroyed Volta mining base on 49F893 has uncovered some of their abandoned mining equipment in a surviving tunnel. It was uniquely designed for use with their worm-like anatomy and appears to have been operated primarily through the body vibrations they use to communicate. So that's 5 of 6 artifacts. Nearly there. May find what the Voltums are all about.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
There appears to be deliberately crafted structures on the planet's surface point towards a past long forgotten. And we've researched 5 out of 8 habitable worlds for the Habitable World Survey. Yeah. But yeah, once we get this new one, that'll be there, that'll be done.
Construction complete.
Okay. Now that looks like it's in a different sector. Like it's a bit too far from Earth to be ruled by Earth. What are we gonna... Okay. The planet Veldun B2 is a toxic wasteland, but our scans unveil that it has not always been so. A now extinct civilization seems to have destroyed its home planet via heavy reliance on climate-altering fuels and toxins. On a remote hill close to a major city, we have found a lone active facility, a robot assembly plant, desolated and surrounded by military vehicles, so deteriorated they break upon touch. The facility is alien and mysterious, but could provide us with ample study material. Cautionary tale. So, and it gives us that to Approved Energy Edict.
System survey complete.
We want to improve approved energy. We can further. Yep, cautionary tale. We'll have that. That's good. Voltum gas giant facility. We have detected the partial remains of a gas mining station in orbit around Boibos 2, which appears Voltum in origin. Its station-keeping thrusters were deliberately fired millions of years ago in an attempt to push the station directly into the gas giant, but a collision with an unknown object prevented this from happening.
Situation log updated.
And that's our last one. So we want to go to you. Before you leg it, please research that. What's that? All the way over there. But wow, okay. Surprised there. I thought it was up here, but never mind. Either way, have fun. Have at ye. Getting quite the way down here, aren't we? It's not bad. So we know the hyperlane network for roughly half the galaxy now.
Research complete.
That's cool. Okay, flat cannons. What have we got? You know what? Minerals from miners. Oh, let's see. Holographic casts. Okay, mineral isolation. Advanced spectrometry combines with tracking techniques and chemical flushing to rapidly exploit shallow and mid-depth deposits. Solid holographic casts can alter their shapes at a moment's notice, speeding up alloy production. That gives us alloy megaforges. So that's the upgrade for the alloy factories that we're using. Nanite mineral probes. These special probes are equipped with swarms of nanites that identify previously unknown mineral concentrations and mark them for later extraction. So it's a choice between... Let's go with nanite mineral probes.
Construction complete.
Okay, Numatar. You're done. You're going to come down here and build a mining station so that we can get
Special
those
project complete.
volatile notes. And a mostly intact Voltum spacesuit that previous looters had somehow overlooked has been recovered by our archaeologists. This 4-meter long tube-like construct has given our scientists new insights into what kind of environments the Voltum preferred. Okay. After intense study of our recovered Voltum artifacts, scientists on Earth have managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of Voltimar, the home system of the ancient Voltum civilization. We should launch an expedition to this system before someone else beats us to it. Okay. Contact the nearest science ship.
Log updated.
You'll do. No, literally, you'll do. Detailed surface scans of Terabellum 8A have identified a large impact crater creating the wreckage of several ancient starships of unknown origin. The starships appear to be completely devoid of life support systems, leading us to suspect that they were either unusually large drones or controlled by some form of artificial intelligence. Interestingly, the whole of the ships was constructed out of living metal, an exceedingly rare and inorganic material with many unique properties. This material can be programmed to assume a certain shape or form, and it will slowly regrow itself if damaged. Over a period of several millennia, the surviving metal from the wrecked ship was fused into a large and extremely dense deposit that could potentially be mined for centuries to come. So we now have the option of harvest, what is it, living metal? Let's see where. Terabellum. There's that one. Over here, okay. And we've filled our stockpile up again. I can't think of anything else that needs doing. Put some more of those. We can repair. Okay, we'll repair, and then we'll build the city districts. Which is cool for us. As for the rural world, let's see what we got. We got one over here. You're doing fine. 1 unemployed, 6 population. So we've got 2 medical workers. Come on, we'll give you a mining job. Let's get the drones in there. Droids, go on, get the droids. We want the droids. Droids! Okay, let's go.
Anomaly found.
An unusually deliberate geometric configuration of minerals drifts through the debris belt by a P1OR95 and is possibly of alien origin. Okay, off you go.
System survey complete.
Wow, alien vessels, 3,000 there. We ain't going there anytime soon. Not with our fleet. But then we don't need to, so meh. According to a report from the crew of the USNS Santa Maria, their mission was a failure. The science officer Calico allegedly took manual control of the probe sent to retrieve a sample from the cluster, resulting in a collision between the drone and mineral cluster that, while mild, resulted in the mineral cluster breaking apart completely. The crew is careful to note that the experience has left Science Officer Carla Curtis somewhat shaken, and the mineral shards should still be of some value. Okay. Basically, the United Nations of Earth find such carelessness unacceptable. We still gain the materials, which is used because that's what we want. But we can have a choice between the carefree and the stubborn. Well, the parts are equal to the sum of its parts. Guess we'll build city districts. You go on, build them all. I don't care. Got nothing better to do.
System survey complete.
So the issue right now seems to be the throughput to alloys. Okay. As civilian travel in space becomes more commonplace, several powerful criminal organisations on Earth have sensed an opportunity to expand their operations. They have converted a number of civilian freighters into improvised warships, with which they raid civilian shipping lanes for booty. We know they call themselves the Grin Souls, and they have struck several times against a vulnerable trade route in the Cunham system. Every effort must be way to bring these criminals to justice. They will be brought to justice. Okay, space piracy. 488. Let's go and upset a few people. Take you. And you know what? You can have some fun. Let's take the... let's recruit a second admiral. Goal speed. Cautious. Ship weapon range plus 20. Yeah, we'll go you. You can go in and pick it. Go in and pick it. Because we could even just leave you there.
Anomaly found.
Some kind of unknown structures are floating in this gas giant's upper atmosphere. They appear to be using aerostatic lift to remain buoyant.
Spaceport under attack.
Okay. They're attacking our spaceport, eh? Well, we can upgrade it, but that's not the point. We can build a defence platform, but I'm not sure it will be done in time. Okay, but we got enough that if they're going to be moaning about them, we might as well build some defence platforms around them. There we go. Might get finished in time. Might get finished in time.
Anomaly found.
A wavering signal taunts Terebellum 7, although it does not seem to originate from the planet's surface. I mean, we may lose our starport here. Aerostat colonies. A ruined network of aerostat colonies dating back to at least three millennia can be found in low orbit in this gas giant. Their original function appears to have been gas mining, but they have since been abandoned and reoccupied by many different races and pirate groups. The colonies have been thoroughly stripped of anything even remotely valuable, but the mere fact that they are still aloft after all this time makes them an interesting subject of engineering research. Might get there in time, it's unlikely. Like I said, maybe. I mean, right now it is taking damage. Mining stations do fire back, just not very well.
survey complete.
Come on, Canam, get over here. And engage the fleet. Okay. An emergency transmission buoy floats in gentle orbit around Terabellum. The outer casing is heavily damaged, seemingly by a glancing weapons fire or a powerful explosion. Might be a human model for civilian ships, designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm system fail, but the extent of the damage makes it impossible to know for sure. It is repeating a weak, distorted signal. Clean up the transmission.
Situation log updated.
Okay, emergency buoy. Research. Thank you. Now we're going to go over here. Because our fleet has arrived. Somewhere. It's just got to get over there. There's our fleet. Look at that. There's our fleet right over there. They might not make it in time. But it's going to be an interesting battle either way.
Station under attack.
See, the station's recharged. Yeah! And now our ships are in.
Special project complete.
Okay. Human authorities, identify yourself. Okay, the buoy has been verified as one of human make and the signal it's relaying has been stabilised. Human identify yourself. Hello, this is the captain of the Luxion, a human civilian transport. Former captain, the Luxion is gone. We were boarded by pirates and taken captive before they blew up the ship. Who captured you? I think they call themselves the Ransomeers. The Ransomeers. At any rate, they're a vile bunch. We'd all be dead already if they didn't think they could get something from us from the United Nations of Earth. I've overheard them discussing their demands. We will rescue you. Oh, thank you, President. We're being held on some space station, but I've no idea where we are beyond that. I will increase the transmission burst now. It should let you triangulate the location of this prison from the emergency buoy. Okay.
Situation log updated.
And we've got the Ransomeers. We've got the Ransomere base. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, let's have a look. We want situation log. Ransomere base. Track that on the map, please. It's down there. Okay. Fair enough. Have fun. We'll get there when we get there. Meanwhile, battle!
Evading hostile fleet. System survey complete.
Okay. Are they coming out of order? Is there something else they're attacking? Is there a pirate base? Yeah, there's a pirate base down here they're attacking. The YZ9863 mining station has destroyed a pirate station in the Canam system and recovering its strong room module. Excellent. Okay, that will slowly. Meanwhile, we're done with that, which is pretty good, and we're building defense modules, so we can have our ships return, basically. So, we want you to turn to the closest starbase for repairs first. And you... Not going to bother. You're okay. You can return to base. Took that with no losses. That's not bad, actually.
Construction complete.
Okay. Thought we were going to get there. Stuff there. Okay. You're going to head down here. Yeah, let's go down there. Can't see any reason to go up here, and we can't claim you yet because we haven't explored you. So sure, yeah, let's get this line through here, I think.
Anomaly found.
The surface of this asteroid is littered with metallic debris. Most of it appears to originate from starships of many different designs. Here you go.
System survey complete.
We're actually getting volatile motes, which means that we get the active to the volatile mote technology edicts. Each of these take a certain amount of notes. We've got volatile land clearance, which means we can clear blockers cheaper and faster. Volatile ammunition, which gives us damage. Volatile explosive. Volatile reactive armor. So there's lots we can do now that we've got access to volatile motes. What we do is up for debate. Okay, you now can return to base. Don't need any reinforcements and you can dock. The asteroid was evidently used as a junkyard by someone at some point in the distant past. All manner of discarded machinery and metallic refuse has been deposited inside the asteroid's weak gravity well, being slowly poured into the jumble of debris that is now covers the surface. There is nothing of particular value to be found here, but a lot of the metal could be salvaged by a mining station. We should recycle what we can, because we need
Research
to.
complete.
Because if that's anything we need, it's more metal, it's more minerals. Okay. See. Got living metal as an option, and we can exploit that resource. But Starhold, destroyers, fusion metals, the usual ones. Let's go with assembly patterns. Rapid iteration in construction simulations determines the optimal component assembly patterns for each building project ahead of time.
System survey complete.
Mining core, alien vessels.
Special project complete.
Okay. The aborted terraforming process on Fahel Prime has finally been completed. After seeding the atmosphere with billions of nanites, the alien bioengineering machinery has significantly altered conditions on the moon's surface. The ecosystem and climate have both stabilised, and a new alien biota as adopted to this climate has been introduced. As luck would have it, the moon is now a veritable palace of paradise for humans. The new climate appears more suited to our kind than that of Earth itself. Okay. That means it becomes a Gaia world, and ancient terraforming is added. So we look at that. Look, yeah, it's now Gaia world with 100% habitability, which means everyone's happy. We get more stuff, and it's going to grow like the clappers. Okay, because it's actually more beneficial than what we've got. So we're going to end up with more humans than we are going to be with droids, because we're at 6 at the moment. Got planetary guard if we want to. Is that leader? Nearly there. It's all doing well. Okay. Crystalline entities are unbreakable. The crystalline entities, the name itself a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Earth, are most definitely alive. Some overly conservative members of the human academic elite argue that they are silicate animate matter and that they have little in common with biological life. The vast majority of the United Nations of Earth's populace reject that regressive perspective, instead turning their eyes towards the fascinating new horizons that the crystalline entities represent. They are, somewhat regrettably, solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereign rarely seen with more than one sentinel and a smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly being subservient to the sovereign of the group, the subtle nuances of this crystalline entity's social hierarchical relationships are lost on us, which does not stop these dynamics from being the subject of fevered study on Earth. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognisably older or younger than others. Contrary to an early hypothesis, the shifts in hue between individual crystalline entities seem to be related not to their age, but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as though sporadic fluctuations in this charge alter the refractive properties of the crystal. So we have sounds potentially useful, and what are the military applications? Okay. Sounds potentially useful. Crystal focus. Energy credits from jobs plus 5%. Yes. Running out of things to build. Okay, do we really want to replace our orthophonic with storage silos? Do we really? It'll only fill up because we're getting loads. We're getting a lot more minerals than we're using. And I mean a lot more than we're using. There's some militarists on here. Huh. Yeah, okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't really want to do another starbase just to store stuff in. Because I can't see anything else we need to do. Probably converts credits to city districts. Generators to city districts. How's that sound? There you go, we'll do that. So look at you, what have you got? Well, you haven't got any more space, so we can't build anything there. Yeah, it's fine. Because it turns out that Voltramar was right next to Earth all along and nobody noticed.
Anomaly found.
First glance, this moon does not seem capable of supporting living beings, but nevertheless we've detected life signs emanating from somewhere beneath its frozen surface.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
This barren and lifeless world is showing signs of once having supported a biosphere. We'll get a lot of those now. I think most of the... A lot of the anomalies have gone. I think. Not entirely sure. Deep scans of Hyamit 6A have revealed a large ocean heated by hydrothermal vents beneath the ice mantle covering the surface. Science Officer Carla Curtis dispatched probes from the UNS Santa Maria that drilled through several miles of thick ice and found the water below teeming with what appears to be life. We will need more resources to conduct a thorough study of the many unique life forms inhabiting this ocean.
Situation log updated.
Okay, consider it done. Go. I want you to research that project. That's why you're there. Probably consider a second construction ship, I think. That way you've got one to secure the planets or one to... Well, basically, 2 is pretty good and it gives us going through using more minerals. Oh, there's fertile moats down there, I didn't even know that. Okay, terraforming candidate. You've seen that one before.
Research complete.
Okay. We got crystal, afterburners, coal, garn, exotic gas, all the art with plus living material. Mining and processing the rare living materials is exceedingly difficult, but successful application of the mutable alloys yields incomparable advantages. Sure. Might as well, you've got nothing else to do. Okay, there's your construction ship. We want you to go and... see what we're going to do. Actually, you know what? We're going to go and send you to do this bit here.
Construction complete.
Oh yes, this is definitely a new sector here. Change my mind, you're not going that way. You can instead come down here and do that one. Okay, we have encountered some form of alien vessel in the Vilumar system. These strange objects have been flagged as nightmares until we can learn more about them.
Evading hostile fleet.
Where is that? Is that down here? Yes. No. It's not down there. That is up here by the looks of it. Yeah, over here. And because it's in there, we can't explore any further this way. Fair enough. Okay, election time. Is there anyone we want? Well, let's see. We like Suzanne, she's doing really well. I do like her. She's pretty cool. Colony, investor, home in the sky. Oh, I think we'll do with you for a couple of bits. There you go. Should hopefully help us get that sorted out. Let's see, we'll look. See, new colony start with 1 additional pop. Well, it's good, but eh. Empire sprawl from systems and colonies is reduced by 25%. Yes, we need that. Because we're already at sprawl at the moment. And we really need to consider turning that into another administrative office. Yay.
Special project complete.
Science Officer Colocates has returned from the expedition that studied the rich biosphere in the seas beneath the ice mantle of Hamit 6A. Our underwater probes have mapped the terrain and catalogued most of the life forms. Although this data may be of some use to our biologists, no particular discoveries have been made that would have any applications beyond that. Interesting. Meanwhile, back you go.
Anomaly found.
Science officers found an anomaly. Yeah, it would require extensive probing could garner a substantial find. Yeah, it could. Okay. Carry on auto-exploring. Because I think once our governor's mandate is filled, we can see about possibly changing some trade. As our mandate president's met, our resource production has improved. Yay! Miner mandate. We need 4 new mining stations. Oh, that should be easy to do. That's what I'm doing, innit? Can we change policies yet? Not yet. 2031-6. Okay. Okay, having probed the frozen landscapes beneath the moon Voltima 1b, we think we have struck something big. Science officer Sabine Newman speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light, and also acts like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely as a result of evolution favouring those who could gather more heat in a harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find some use for this information. Okay. Find out if it can improve energy production. Send to our own world for study. Results will take a while to process. And you're back again, but this time it's food. Food is full. Grr. Too much food. So we can cancel you. We don't need you because you've gone down. Let's replace. Are you not letting me replace that? Yeah, I want you to replace that with a city district. Why not? Okay. That doesn't have anything to do with it. Okay, what about you? Can't replace you either.
Anomaly found.
Sensors pick up rhythmic movement in the hellish surface of Seixima 3A. Okay. Energy developmental researchers have made progress with the samples we sent them from Voltima 1b. They have been able to develop a new type of solar cell using the organisms as a template. These are much more efficient at storing energy and will provide a boost to all our power plants. Hey. It's good to know, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to call it there as we start on 2031. Yeah, 2231. Anyway, this has been Vane doing Let's Play Stellaris. I hope you like what you see in here, and if you do, please like, subscribe, share and comment, and until the next time, goodbye.